Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 3 of Let's Play Europa Universalis IV Extended Time. Nope, Cradle of Civilization as Persia in the last part. We annexed our vassal over here, and we became Persia in the last part. So this is now the Persia Let's Play. The thumbnail dictates that, because I realized that I was not a jam for long enough to dictate that the thumbnail be a jam. So I changed it. Anyway, in this part we're going to be probably fighting Kwanlu, because they're notoriously weak, which is something I didn't realize. Like, we look through the... Oh, no, see, they're not weak in this playthrough, though, are they? Of course they're not. Son of a bitch. So what we need to do is we need to get expanding. So we could sanction a holy war. This gives us claim on the neighboring province currently owned by our neutral or enemy hands, or enemy heretics or heathen. So that's provinces, all those provinces we could get. You know, let's sanction a holy war. Ah, that actual spends 50 actual power. And we gain claims on... Oh my god, that's actually brilliant. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. That's, like... What the fuck? Anyway, so our friends over here want us to help them against Uzbek, who's already been the shit kicked out of them. The Great Horde. And Khorasan. And who are you currently at war with? Like, are they actually in the war? They are. Right, so we're going to wait for a minute. I'm going to wait to the end of the month and then we're going to join. Now the reason we're going to do that is, oh shit, we've got 1,000 manpower. We should not have done that. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a fuck up and a half. We should not have done that, ladies and gentlemen. We should not have done that. And the call to Reichsreform has been done. I'm actually going to pull back now because, well, yeah, not my brightest move to, you know what, don't even sit there. See, we're wasting manpower. So right now, I'm actually going to split these guys into two and have them sell in separate provinces, because right now, we have no manpower. Unless I can get manpower into my army, it's not really something we should do. And we've already done it recently, so we're going to waste 20 Diplo there. How many men is needed to siege there? 9,000 men is needed to siege there effectively. So having one army there should be more than enough to siege effectively and not gain attrition. So right now we're gaining one. We're only going to gain one attrition due to siege, but that's fine. That shouldn't be an issue to us. And technically, we should be given these provinces. So you know what? We may come out of this ahead. Ahead. Yes, we may actually. This may actually be a bonus to us. Now, unfortunately, barracks are still not available to us until 1471. Unless we're able to get the Renaissance, which I don't think we're going to get Renaissance just yet. So we're going to have to hold off on that being useful to us. Right now, we only just have more men than the enemy. But if we can beat Khorasan quickly enough, we'll be fine. Okay, we can siege these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this army among these and siege them. So we're going to go to here. We should be able to sit in the Timurid land. Relatively unaffected by said... provinces and by attrition. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them into 3k. Okay, yeah, so you know, fuck it, we'll just split them whatever they're in. So we'll get our men to the positions. Now we should have brand new units models, and we do. They are fucking beautiful. I do love the Cradle of whatever the fuck this mod is called. Cradle of Civilization's unit model upgrade. It's actually really nice, ladies and gentlemen. They've done a great job of it, and honestly, could not recommend this DLC enough. So yeah, we'll move our men back to the old position, because right now, we really are lacking manpower. Unfortunately, none of these give us manpower, which is unfortunate. We could, if we found a really good province, like we went to find out way, actually, we'll do this way. So we could exploit development. So right now, from Tehran, we could exploit it by 1 and get 500 manpower. So let's do that. We get 500 manpower, and but we lose 1 development in the long term. So we hurt our overall thing by getting 1. And Persian Shiism. For too long, Persia stood divided when foreign invaders have entered our lands. While Mohammed bin Basanor is immensely popular, Shahanashah, a durable state should not be built on a personal loyalties alone. The road forward must be to unify our people for a common religious identity, different from that of our neighbours. While far from all our subjects would identify as Shia currently, there are many cases of Shiite customs. such as honouring the imams being practiced by the Muslims of Persia by ensuring that our people all adhere to the 12 Shiism, we can create a Persian identity to which will stand the test of time. We have nothing to convert. We literally are all Shia. Like, oh no, we're not. We are one province, not Shia. Do you know what? And this is Sunni as well. So you know what? We're going to be a Shia state. The stability would have been nice, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not worth risking that over with. So right now, I think we're in a better position to do that. And I'm also going to actually put military as my main point, because right now, manpower is our main focus and what we need. So hopefully Khorasan will No, we got jack shit. So I'm actually not going to help for the rest of this war. The faith of Sunni ulema. While popular Islam in Iran might be positively predisposed towards Shiism, the ulema has always been dominated by Sunnis. For some of these clerics, the transition has been very smooth, almost suspiciously so, while others have been refusing to adapt to the new ways of our state. So we'll have mission of religious strength versus punish those who don't convert. So for the actual for this province, it's going to now be converted in June of next year. So we gain 21 favors of our ally up here, and one of those favors is going to go to immediately into making them like me more. Yeah, I don't want to be at war with Kwanlu. If I can avoid that right now, I will. The Timurids, I'm not really a fan of being declaring war on. Khorasan and Shivars. So it's these guys. Is it Shivar? Yeah, Shivaran. And right now, I could not call him my ally because they currently don't want to help me because of war exhaustion, and diplomatic reputation of mine sucks because I just annexed a vassal. So for about 7 years, they're not going to want to help, so that's fine. We're going to have this arquebus by 68, hopefully, maybe 69 at the latest. And when we get that, we'll be able to build our military up from a foundation of where what we're going to need it to be, really. The only thing now we can do is unify Islam. So we've done all our conversions to new places or new religions and new religions, new country, and we've done all that. So we're pretty sorted when it comes to that. Now what we need to do is really stop the Mamluks from being a pain and stop the Ottomans from being a pain, and basically conquer both of them. So I do want to conquer up to this and probably the Mamluks, but I also want to focus mostly over here. Like in my Mamluks campaign, I'm going to focus on informing Arabia, which is all of Africa, and like Iberia and the Ottomans. And this, we're just going to destroy, probably take over the Cairo and all this as well. But the campaigns will overlap quite a bit, but it's not as if it's going to be too big of an issue in my opinion. Shiite brain drain. It has now been centuries since there was a strong Shiite state, either in Iran or elsewhere. With the birth of our kingdom, an increasing number of Shiite theologians, clerics, and all kinds of Shiite intelligentsia have come flocking to our borders from all over the Muslim world. This is quite fortunate, as there is a shortage of Shiite lawyers, clerics, and officials in our lands, but this turn event has made many Muslim monarchs feel quite threatened by our state. That is fine. For the next 20 years, we gain advisor cost cheaper, tech cheaper, and institution speed increased. The only problem is it's moving us away from mysticism, which I kind of actually agree with. I would rather be legalism now. Right now, we don't need to be this end of that end of the scale. There is no reason to be. We have the best of these guys, which is shock damage increase. We have the morale of armies plus 5%, and right now, I think legalism would actually create a country that is very, very, very strong for us, and that's what we need to do. So I'm going to slowly peel away the mysticism and replace it with legalism. And holy crap, you just got completely betrayed. You're gonna get if you don't get annexed, I'm gonna kill you myself. Because holy crap, that's a good idea. Khorasan would not help you, but Shivaran would. So I'm gonna be I'm interested to see who the those guys are, how strong those guys are. So what you Fars? Yeah, this would actually be easier if I just do by country. There it is, Fars 7,000. So I mean, we could bitch slap them and move on, but without any allies, we still have a problem. It's mostly the fact that we have no manpower. So really, we're going to need to hold off until we get Arquebusset. And invest heavily in barracks in our country. Because unfortunately, it looks like that's what we need to do. Oh, I really want to do that game. You do not understand how much I want to do that. But national ideas are a little bit important. And by a little bit, I mean very fucking important. So where are you from? Oh, you are from here. Right. Yeah, that they can handle that, it's fine. Unfortunately, Khorasan is going to be given, like people are going to get lands for Khorasan who are not me. Wait, I have... Oh, are these my actual claims? Like, I have permanent claims and all this shit. This is what we need to go after first, is our permanent claims. Like, bitch slapping the Timurids would actually be a big part of that. And if we can if we gave Afghanistan and these guys land, we could probably knock them out. If we go to our actual... We just need these ones and these. And we would actually be great. The problem is, though, the admin that would cost us a little bit too great right now. And we don't really have the manpower to really effectively do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn those guys off, and I'm going to get these guys no. General. Our Emperor, or yeah, our Emperor. Or what is our leader called? Oh yeah, the Shah and the Shah. I think that is how you call it. And the Shahzaid is our heir, who is actually crap, so he can drill an army as well. There we go. We'll drill both our armies, give them some actual army drill. And we'll contemplate a war with the Timurids once we have a decent amount of manpower to sustain such a war. And that would be probably after we get Arquebusade. Because right now, as a region, we're not technologically advanced enough to do much. Our diplomacy is pretty crap, but that was because we annexed a vassal. So... And if you grow and get loads of this land, I'm actually going to be annoyed because it means I'm then going to have to take it off you. And that just causes me more effort than it's worth. Those two have stopped being friends, which means attacking them would actually be really easy right now. I'm actually... Oh, no, wait, their ally has expanded and is next to them right now. So that would be a little bit more effort than necessary, I'd say. But you know what? I'm going to make this a state because it's... Well... It's worthwhile to be a state right now. So yeah, we'll do that. And once we get about 10k manpower, we'll probably start this war. Timurids? Wait, who would help you, Timurids? Yas and Oman. Oman is not a problem, and Yas isn't, I wouldn't say is a problem, so... The Timurids, we'll go back to total force is... I'm going to go out on them and say not many men at all. Timurids, 8,000. So, with 8,000 men, and the amount of men, allies we would have, would probably be a pretty easy war. If I'm honest. And even if we only take down here, we will be growing exponentially, although that would be a great take as well. Ah, shit. It's really, do I want to put my admin tech back? That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, I don't think I do want to put my admin tech further back than it needs to be. Yeah, the Renaissance is going to take a while to reach us, which is fine. From about the printing press onwards, actually not even the printing press, from the global trade onwards, we have a chance of actually getting it set started in us. I don't see that happening, but still, we have more chance. Right, so there we go. We get the new Muslim, the Shaybanid cavalry, and we can now spend all 700 of my income on very effective. You know, I'll do one more. Very effective manpower buildings. And you know what? I think, ladies and gentlemen, the Timurid is our actual best option with our Afghanistan and Traxinodia as our allies in said war. We are married to Afghanistan, yes, we are good, which means we have their full support when it comes to the war. I really don't know if I want to start this war now because it's It's definitely a war we could win. Yeah, we'll expel the people. We want to go more. We want to go more to our legalism, so we get that national manpower increase and technology cheaper. Because right now, cheaper tech would be amazing. Right now, do we have the military? We have the military stuff on them. I'm gonna start the war, ladies and gentlemen. What we're gonna do is we're gonna invade here, but we're gonna let our allies deal with the brunt of this side. So we're gonna take these two, and we're gonna take our claims, and that's about it. Nothing more. So we want this war for Tabas. There we go. Now the enemy army should be immediately dealt with by the our allies. Khorasan is currently under the allies, under them. And right now, we're just going to ignore this front now. Completely ignore. We're going to focus on this front. Because this is the front we actually want to be on. We can strengthen our government, but that's a waste of points. Now, I think I'm going to have to go down the same road for Persia as I did with the Mamelukes, which is focused heavily on our economy early on. Because right now, we do not have a strong economy. And if we build up the economy ideas, we'll actually be a lot stronger, I would say. Or at the very least, we'll be strong. Now, peace-wise, I mean, I would go for something like that, personally. And then give Afghanistan what they want, some land there. Like, I could take all my land out. Actually, I could take all my Lakors, and that would actually not be a big issue to us, I would say. Most of it is Sunni, but these ones are actually Shia. Actually, no, those two are Shia. This is all Shia, so this would actually be very easy to hold as an actual province. Yas has got some troops through. Or Yas. So we need to quickly get these guys held and kind of stem the inflow of provinces, or men from said provinces. I'm going to get rid of you. And we'll go kill off the army who sits there. Okay. Wait until they're locked, and then there we go. We'll go defend there. Both our leaders are 2-star. They're a much weaker army. Both the armies are. So right now, we've got that on our side. Yas does not want to end yet. And the Timurids are... Well, the Timurids are probably not very happy that a successor state's beating the piss out of them. So let's be honest. Oh, crap. They took a lot of Khorasan. In fact, they took a lot of land that's rightfully mine. Luckily, it's already been rightfully given to me, so it's already been rightfully taken for me. Afghanistan is still happy with what they're getting as well, so I'm going to get all of my cores back, or claims back, and they're going to successfully, well, do whatever the fuck that they are doing, I guess. So right now, we need to get the enemies out, and right now I think Oman is going to want out. Nope, but unfortunately, gentlemen, I'm going to have to end this part here, so I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next part. See you guys then.